us about your sign?
Yes, government recognized.
hear us, we can be heard. So, there's that.
There are many viewers can hear us.
Yeah, we're famous.
I need to look up the setups of those streamers that were like virtual and see how their setup looks.
How'd they do it? Yeah, so ours doesn't look so fucking
Scuffed.
Because this shit is scuffed.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I can't host until literally next month, but I can edit it until next month. So right when the new month.
You can also send me, like, if you figure out a way to do it, you can just send me how to do it.
Oh, I could probably send you what the layover, I think it's called.
I can't believe I got surges, bro.
It's pretty crazy.
They were on sale.
So how was your New Year's?
New Year's was chill. I just got drunk and played.
Yeah, what did you do on stream and stuff?
I was live on stream. I just played Just Dance and, like, hung out. Nothing crazy happened. I accidentally fucking fell asleep on stream, though, and, like, I woke up at, like, 9 a.m. and I was like, who the fuck let me sleep on stream?
Wait, but when you say accidentally, you turned it and everything, right? And
well, so out? I think my friend was still over and I had the camera turned on me, and then she left, and I was like, don't worry, like, I'll turn it off, and then I just, like, fell asleep. So, cooked myself.
I just hung out with high school friends. I was gonna go to where Mole was, but the thing was, it was like probably an hour and a half drive away, and then I had a flight the next day, and I was like, this is really not worth it. I would have to pay for an Uber, and then pay for an Uber the next day, and then pay for 2 Ubers because I would have to go get my stuff.
That's not worth it. That wouldn't have been worth it.
And then pay $100 to get in because everyone apparently had a fee of $100.
Jesus. $100 to party?
It seemed like fun. Don't get me wrong. It seemed like fun. And then she said she was going to dress casual, and I texted her that night, and I was like, oh, what are you wearing? And it was not casual, and I was like, what the hell? It's like, girl, you can't actually go casual to these. Okay. My bad. You lied to me.
That's funny.
So, I think it would have been fun, but I didn't have the money for it either. Oh my gosh. If
I did that, I would have like making it work too.
More broke than what I am right now. I'm very broke.
Yeah, I'm broke too.
And then today, guys, I guess this week, I have my desk is finally here. Computer, nothing's broken.
Let's go.
I'll show you the little setup right now. Not too much because my apartment is still a wreck.
Excited.
It will not be a wreck eventually.
This is new for me too.
Here's my little corner right now. I did it is a vertical monitor this time.
A horizontal.
I almost said horizontal. Horizontal, vertical, yes. So this is the little corner so far. Of course I have more to set up, but
vertical monitors don't make sense to me. I guess if you need more space, it makes sense.
What, the vertical?
Yeah.
I actually kind of like the vertical. Chelsea, one of my friends, she had 2 horizontal ones and 1 vertical one. Mm-hmm. And the vertical one she did for chat. It makes a lot of sense for chat, actually.
That's true.
Free chat on it, and it's like normal to our eyes almost.
Just get a 3rd monitor. Shittiest computer in the world, and I've got 3 monitors going.
Well, I'm not gonna get 3 monitors, but the vertical one makes a lot of sense for once you come over, you'll see like the setup of like why I did it vertical. But
yeah, I'm sure it makes sense. I've just never done one, but I guess I could like.
And then I got box springs for the bed.
Have you?
Chairs. This is why I didn't get a chair for my desk yet. I got 2 bar stools instead. I prioritized that over my desk one. Because I figured I was like, if I really want to play games, I guess I could get a like remote and like sit on my couch, which is right next to my computer.
You can also just sit on a bar stool too, like worst case Ontario.
Exactly. But it doesn't come until the 10th. Yeah, so that like the bar stools are like it matches my couch. That's why I had to get them.
Cute.
I had to be a little annoying like that, and those ones didn't come to the 8th to the 10th. So
that'll be cute. Little matchy little set.
Little matchy set.
Nothing in my house matches.
I'm gonna be like up to here when I sit at the desk.
That's gonna be funny. You have the worst posture ever. Just fucking.
Oh, and then I got a dresser as well because I can't just do hangers. I don't think anyone can.
No. You need hangers or you need dresser for like your fucking like socks and shit, like sweatpants and whatever.
Yeah. So the dresser has all the like this shirt, for example. I'm not gonna hang this shirt.
Mm.
All my work stuff is hung up, jackets and stuff like that, hung up, dresses. But
yeah, some like knit shit you can't hang because of the it'll pull on the.
Yeah, so jeans and things like that are all on the dressers.
Yeah. These.
So that's been my week. I was a little sick. Still a little sick. It's not.
Did
really
you just
the
have like
sickness
a flu or like a cold?
It's not. It wasn't like the phlegm sick. I just had like a crazy like. I wasn't hungover either, right? Because the day before I was on the flight all day. I just had like a crazy like just feeling of like nauseousness. I don't know if it was like the lack of sleep because of the flight and everything, but it was like nauseousness and then like a bad headache. I did have a little phlegm yesterday and today, but it's kind of gone away.
Nothing crazy. It could have been a little something from like catching it from the plane, because like I know like
That's
when you're
what I was
tired, your immune system's all fucked up.
And then it was snowing, and apparently I'm supposed to get 8 inches of snow
Ooh.
on Monday.
We love 8 inches.
It was so funny because I went to work today. I didn't go in person yesterday, but today there were a bunch of people leaving at 4, and I'm like, why are you guys leaving? Or like, I didn't ask, but I was like, oh, you guys are leaving? Okay, see ya. And they were like, yeah. Did you not see it snowing outside? I was like, what?
So they just leave when it snows? They're just like, bye?
Well, because they drive. The ones that were leaving were driving, and so they were like, it gets dangerous, and traffic gets a lot worse, dangerous, et cetera, et cetera. But then I was freaking out because I was like, I didn't have snowshoes on or anything. I was like, I'm going to ruin my shoes. So I was like, I'm actually also going to head out. So I did have 4.
We haven't gotten any snow here. I don't even know if we're going to get snow at all. Or we got a little bit today, but like not enough for it to like make a difference. Like it didn't even stick or anything.
Well, your temperature is pretty close to Washington, and we didn't get too. There was one winter a few years ago. I don't know if you remember the snow was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, we had that heat wave, and then we had the cold snap.
I think it was that. I think it was that year.
Yeah, we had like it was like -10 the whole time. It was freezing outside here for like a week. I should have fucking put my winter tires on too. I booked an appointment to get an oil change and my brakes done, but I should probably put my winters on anyways. I just don't want to pull them out of the cellar. They're heavy.
Oh, like below your apartment area?
Yeah, I have to like pull them out of the
cellar.
cellar.
The laundry?
Yeah, and then bring them all the way to my fucking car. And it's like, it's been raining so much, so it's so muddy and disgusting outside. Like, I went to like meet my friend halfway on a walk the other day, and for New Year's, and my pants, I didn't realize I was stepping on them, and they were like disgusting when I got home. You
probably like frayed them. Frayed them.
No, I think they're okay. It's just like one of my blue leggings or whatever. I should have washed them, but oh my god, I had the best thing ever happen to me.
Let's hear it.
I ordered shit from Skims a while ago, and then the Canada Post strike happened, so it never got delivered. But basically, I ordered this one dress. They said it was out of stock, so I reordered it in a different size. And they shipped it, but they said, like, sorry, like, it's out of stock. Like, we can't ship it to you, so they gave me a discount code. So I got 30% off, and then I checked my package. Bitch, they shipped it! I got a discount code and the dress! I was so pumped.
That's so good. Does it have like a limit, or can you do the 30% off on like a big purchase?
On like a big purchase, but I already bought like another dress or something a while ago. Because I was like, I wanted that specific. Yeah, because I wanted that. I always get the soft lounge dresses, but this is like a different material, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use this discount code to try it.
Well, my point with all this snow too is when you visit me, you should honestly, instead of like heels, wear like snowshoes.
Snowshoes to the bar?
In snows. Well, like, I think my guess, I don't know, I've never lived here, my guess with going out attire is different than LA going out attire.
You're gonna hate my snowshoes though. Like, I can't wear these to you.
I think people wear like layers.
I wear gumboots in the snow. Like, I don't give a fuck. I wear gumboots.
Okay, then wear those on the plane and then bring something else.
Do you know what a gumboot is?
I'm gonna guess it's like the really ugly
Like think rubber rain boots.
rain boots. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But
I think we talked about it before. That's why I knew.
Yeah, but they're not like cute rain boots. These are like the type you wear to like you see someone wearing them at a construction site.
Okay, now I gotta look it up.
Like they're ugly. They're for the mud and like snow and shit.
You said gun boots?
Gum boots.
No, these weren't what I was thinking of. These aren't as bad.
These are
Why is
horrific.
like the first ones that are coming up like heels with like spikes on them and shit?
I don't know. I'm not getting the same search as you. What are the ones that...
Gun? Like G-U-N boots.
No, G-U-M.
Okay, that
I'm like, what gun boots?
Here, I'm gonna send you this
Guess this
one. Like
should
it came up.
This is what I'm talking about. Gun boots.
Do you see what came up for me?
Hold on, where'd you send it?
On Discord. I don't know if you have it open on a different tab.
Jesus Christ, you're like, these aren't that bad. You could totally wear these. Girl, what the fuck?
No, the other ones weren't like that. The other ones weren't like that.
This is insane. How do I show chat?
Look up gun boots. Wait, are the heels guns as well?
Yeah, they are. Oops. I'm not getting the same search engine as you. Damn.
I got you. You want to show chat that bad? I got you.
You can if you send me a link to them, I can show.
Exactly. Wow, they're $126 on
Will
sale
not
from
be purchasing.
$205.
Chat, this is what she wants me to wear on the airplane to go see her. I think they'll stop me in the airport, bro. I don't think you're allowed to bring those on the plane.
They got some weapons on.
I literally have, it's literally a weapon. And with the bullets.
Something else cool that happened. One of my coworkers, I guess one of my various bosses, he was telling me about all these like areas and clubs and stuff that to go to, and two of them were like these clubs that are like that have special events and stuff. Like one of them that he was talking about, he was like, yeah, there's a bunch of performers and like random nights. Like tomorrow is Sabrina Carpenter night, where they're only gonna play Sabrina Carpenter music.
That sounds like fun.
But like, and then there's another one that that the Foo Fighters always randomly show up to, because apparently the Foo Fighters started in DC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like stuff like that I was looking at, and then there was like a bunch of like comedians playing at this other one.
That sounds
I
dope.
think we should go to both of them. Honestly.
I'm down as fuck. That sounds like fun. We gotta figure out our itinerary soon.
Yes.
Like, we should do it by the end of this
Probably
month.
next Friday.
Yeah, that could work.
Because I'll have money. I'll have my payout by next Friday.
Okay, that works. I'm gonna have no money. I gotta pay my rent. I gotta pay my school tuition. I gotta pay insurance. I gotta get my textbooks. I gotta my hydro came out. I literally am out like 4K this month. I'm just.
Wait, I gotta look at my pay scale. Next month is my 1 month free rent.
Ugh, that's amazing. That's gonna be so good.
So good. I'm gonna actually be able to save up.
There are cute snowshoes, but the problem is that if I wear snowshoes on the plane, I'm gonna be fucking sweating, dude. Running through the airport with snowshoes on, I'd rather die.
Yeah, it'll be a little hot.
That sounds
Little
like
hot,
hell. I think I'll be fine. Honestly, it snows here and I usually wear my Converse. Like, I don't.
Okay, we'll see how the winter where the winter takes us. It's
Where
not
the
like
winter takes
set in
us.
stone.
We'll see how much it's like. How much does it?
Yeah.
We'll just see how much it snows like closer to you. You can just tell me.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad, to be honest.
Okay. We honestly should have just named ourselves like Whatever Girls. Just thinking that.
Whatever, girls.
Because we've been whatever so many times.
I made one of that photo of me from the Whatever podcast where I don't look like dog shit, like a gremlin. I put that on my hinge. Along with
What,
that.
like the one of you in the suit?
No, I should have done. I was gonna do that one, but there wasn't one where I looked cute. I did the one where I'm in like the purple dress and I just like look normal.
My favorite is the way you look like my mini me.
So good. I wanted to do one of those ones, but I just looked super ugly in all of them. But I think it'll be a good conversation starter for like dudes that have seen it.
You'll have to show me later. Or you could show, if you
I
can
can
show somehow.
It's just that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and then I have, I showed you this one. Let's do this for our date from home. Come on, that's amazing.
Oh, that was you who did that?
Yes!
Oh, no. I thought someone sent you that. They zoomed in on a picture of you on Hinge and sent you that, and I thought that was the funniest human alive.
No, that's my Hinge profile.
I thought someone screenshotted you one of your pictures on Hinge of you looking cute, being like first date, and zoomed in and did that.
That would have been funny as fuck too. But I think this is, I said I'm funny for a woman, then I put that in there, so it kind of fits, right?
I think so.
Tic-tac-toe on my forehead. I think it's just stupid. We'll see. We'll see if we get any bites.
We'll see later, maybe today.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Should we get into the topics?
Yeah, I guess
How
we
long do
can
you
do
think
that.
our intros should generally be? I think like 20 minutes is good, honestly.
Oh, I forgot to talk about my eye appointment. I gotta talk about my eye appointment.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I hate going to the eye doctor so much. It's actually awful. I hate. So okay, so they had to like numb my eyes, and the one girl who did it was like super gentle and like kind about it, and was like oh, like don't worry, like it'll be over really quick. And then the second girl who did it literally just grabbed my face and like shoved the eye drops in. Like literally just like held my head and like pulled my eyes open before I even knew it was happening.
There's no reaction. You know how you feel about the dentist? How you're like, oh, I love the dentist. That's me with the eye doctor. Me and the eye doctor are homies at this point. I'm like, yeah, I'm blind as shit. What do we do about it?
I think I have like PTSD from when I was a kid and I used to have to go to the eye doctor a lot because I hated it. My mom would always be like, you know, I was always had to go with my mom and she was crazy, and then getting like eye drops and getting tested on, like I'm a kid, I don't want to fucking be there. Like I remember one time I had to get eye drops and they fucking held me down while I was screaming.
Oh, see, you had the opposite effect. Because me, when I was a kid, I wanted contacts so badly, but my mom forced me to get sports goggles.
I love that.
So I was thankful that they were holding me down.
I love your mom for the sports goggles. That's so awesome.
Yep, I had sports goggles, braces, and pigtails on the soccer field. And that
Honestly,
was me in middle school.
I think that's good you got it all over with at once though, right? Because like I had braces in my 20s. Now I'm like might have to get I don't think I have to get glasses. She said the surgery I have to do, that they won't know what they have to do till I'm already like asleep and they've like cut my face open. And there's two options, and one of the options is they either like straighten my eyeball out, which you can do that, and the other option, they can't do anything about it. So there's just like no point in trying until I'm like fucking old and my eyes falling out of my head.
That's terrible news.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, she literally was like, she's like, well, you look normal to me, and like if no one's saying anything bad to you, I think you're young and you're healthy. You should just leave it.
I don't think anyone really does say anything bad to you other than yourself. I think if you're one of those girls who tries to hide it, people will point it out on your stream, but you are the one who speaks about it the most, so yeah. I don't think like anyone talks about it.
My main concern was just that like as I get older and the muscles weaken, I know my eye's gonna droop more, you know what I mean? So I was like, I should probably fix it before I'm like fucking old and like, because it's harder to recover from shit. But she literally
it's gonna be like what, like this at a certain
it's just gonna be hanging out of my head.
Your head? Okay.
No, I think it'll just be like more droopy. So I was like, oh, I should get surgery before, but like she basically said like the surgery is like not gonna do anything.
It'll be like,
I feel like this is racism.
Guess what?
Me.
White people?
People with a lazy eye.
You're a race? You're your own race?
I feel so pink right now. I should have been wearing foundation. No, against people with lazy eyes.
That's not a race.
You're making fun of like disableds. Or whatever.
Okay. It's not a race, I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna make it one.
I was genuinely curious what it meant by droopiness, so I was trying to. Your eyes like what, a little like squinted right now, but then so I was.
It won't be
imitating
this part.
a droop.
It won't be like the actual like the eyelid and shit. It'll be like the eye in my head will just like tilt down more as the muscles.
Oh, I see. What you're. See, that's all I needed. I didn't need the sass. I didn't need the.
You say I'm doing sass. You came at me like droopy.
That.
That's what you did.
I was genuinely asking a serious question.
Next time when someone's in a wheelchair, you're gonna like sit down and pretend your legs don't work and be like this? Like, what the fuck, bro? Sorry. My bad. I'm so red, holy fuck. I look like a pink starburst.
Okay, let's move on to your first story, which is a terrible. This is a terrible, terrible next story to this terrible ending story.
We're quality here. Really quality. Basically, a 3-year-old girl was mauled. Okay, so the backstory is it was her first time going to her father's house unsupervised. It was like the first time he got like custody over her, like himself, like without like someone else being in the room. And so she was staying the night for the Christmas holidays, and he had a 1-bedroom. So basically, it was her first time staying the night there without anyone else. He set her up on the couch by herself, and he slept in his bedroom. And he put her to bed at like 10:30, and then at 7:30 in the morning he woke up and like found that she had been mauled by all 3 of his pit bulls, like so badly that they refused to show the mother her body because she was unrecognizable. And so the discourse is like, why the fuck would you leave a 3-year-old in a room with 3 pit bulls? And how did you not hear it from 10:30 at night to 7 in the morning? You didn't hear 3 dogs mauling a human being? And you're in a 1-bedroom? Like, how does that happen? How the fuck does that happen? Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just saying, like, that's insane. Like, how does any parent allow that to happen to their child? Like, why would he not put the child in the room with him? Or, like, it's a 3-year-old girl. Why would you have her sleeping in the living room on the couch with 3 dogs? Who are notorious for attacking humans.
He must have had a drug problem, right? And he was on drugs?
Either he was on drugs or people were saying he just really didn't give a shit about that child. Because how the fuck do you...
Because I'm looking at a picture of her, like, on top of a pit bull. They look sweet and stuff like that. He must have been, like, neurotic on drugs. That's like...
slept through it.
Dogs mimic their owner's behavior, and if you're, like, a drug addict, they'll mimic the behavior. So, like, at one moment, obviously, the dogs love her, and the next moment, I mean, she's a 3-year-old, so, like...
It just doesn't make sense that why he would put her, like, why would you put a 3-year-old, like, even if there wasn't pit bulls in the room, why are you leaving a 3-year-old in a room, like, by themselves? You know what I mean?
They would sleep in the same bed. Like, he must have had a lady over and he was doing drugs with the lady.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my guess.
But
that's
even then, the lady would, like, there's no way, like, this is, like,
kind
kind
of
of brutal.
They're both, like, high out of their mind, though?
There's no way you don't hear a child screaming for help. Like, a little 3-year-old girl, and you know that there's 3 dogs in there, like, no matter how high you are.
Like, one dog, the first dog could have gone for her throat immediately, like...
I guess so, that's true. But still, I don't know, it's just, like, the fact that he also didn't check on her until 7:30 in the morning. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. Like, I just, if, like, I'm not a parent, but if I were a parent, there's no chance in fuck I would leave my 3-year-old child in a room with 3 dogs that are notorious for mauling humans.
I've seen a picture of him. He looks like a drug addict.
Where did you find the photo of him? What the hell?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's her current boyfriend. She has a type. That's all.
She has a type.
I know a drug addict when I see.
Okay, so I have a fun little game for us to play. If you'll click on the second thing.
I'm terrified already. Just that sentence alone.
So we're gonna play a little something I like to call Pitbull Bingo. So these are excuses people have for when their dogs maul a human being. This is a good one. You're racist. Dogs are just like people. All dogs bite. Maybe it's the owner's fault. My dog would never bite. Toughen up, it's not that bad. Chihuahuas bite more than pit bulls. You gotta watch them around children. It's not the dog's fault, it's the children's fault for being around the dog. But don't worry, they never bite. And if they do, they're just like other dogs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you the facts because I'm a huge dog lover and I'm a huge pit bull lover. All my dogs all my life have always been pit bull.
Okay,
mixes.
as you go through this, I'm gonna play the game. Jack can play with me. Tell me.
It's all how you raise them. True. You have to know how to train your dog.
All right, where is that? It's all about how you raise them. Okay, put one on
Top
there.
left.
Chat, put one on there. Let's see if we get a bingo.
They're bred to be nanny dogs. That's actually true as well.
All right.
Fun fact. That is true.
We might clear out the whole board here. We let you keep
Gotta
going.
watch them around children. Not necessarily true. I think a well-trained dog, you don't have to watch around children. If they have experience around children, if they've been around their child for a lot of their life, they don't need to be around children. Or you don't have to watch them around children. I was alone with my pit bulls many times of my life growing up because they're well-trained. We were around them growing up. They were corrected while we were around them growing up.
We don't get that.
Wasn't trained correctly?
That's tough.
Of course. Easily. Wasn't trained correctly. There's no, what the fuck is that one?
I
There's
don't
no
know.
such thing as a pit bull?
I don't know. Wish I could tell
I've
you.
never heard that excuse before. A pit with a baby.
How could this pit bull maul anything? Look, it's with the baby.
Okay. Do that with like any vicious creature. Oh, look at this lion next to this little baby.
So you agree that pit bulls are vicious creatures?
No, but my point is this doesn't prove anything.
I feel like there is a reason why we have a discourse around pit bulls and not so much in many other dogs. I think it's because when they do attack, I think they're so much more ferocious and deadly about
it's because they can do more damage.
Yeah.
They are. It's
That's right.
possible to do more damage. That's why it's like if there's like a 6-foot man versus a 5-foot woman, and they're both beating on someone, who's gonna do more damage?
But that's what it is. So like we know that people are flawed and like I won't use that word. But like, should we be allowing people to own these dogs that can theoretically, not even theoretically, that can kill people, that can murder people? We can't trust them to train them properly.
There is many species of dog that are like this. Many species they're derived from wolves. Like there are so many dogs that can do this kind of damage. That's ridiculous. Horses can fucking one kick you and you die. Like,
but I don't think horses are like can be as violent as fucking dogs and shit, right? Like I feel like dogs are they're more like a prey drive and shit. But don't dogs have like a prey drive and shit? Like they'll like hunt and attack. Horses fucking eat hay all day. They're not trying to eat humans.
Yeah, but they're naturally scared creatures. So like a lot of attacks happen because pit bulls are scared by neurotic behavior. That's like the whole thing. So like if the baby screams out, that's why they don't recommend having children around dogs, because like children aren't very predictable. So children will randomly just like pat the dog on the head a little too hard and like scare the dog. So the reason the dogs attack is because out of fear, not because it could be out of like dominance as well. There's like a lot of reasons, but the main reasons aren't because they. The main reasons is because they can't predict behavior, right?
Yeah.
Or it's someone new and they want to like dominate and they're not well trained.
I feel like there's so many other big dogs you can get. Oh.
Yeah, but so many of these big dogs are way more dangerous. Like. Then pit bulls are, yes, they have the most attacks because they are a very, very popular breed. But there are so many, mastiff.
Dogs have like different temperaments though. Like breeds of dogs tend to act certain ways, right? So there's got to be other big dogs that like tend to have a more chill temperament that are less.
So this is why people say this. The sweetest dogs are also pit bulls. Like you take the potentially most ferocious dogs because they are also bred to be fighting dogs. They can cause the most damage, but they are also best trained, the sweetest dogs out there. They are the most protective of their owners. They are like the most cuddly dogs. They are the best dogs growing up with.
Yeah,
I think these dogs shouldn't be for people who've never had a dog. This should not be like a starter dog. How about that? Yeah. They're usually super intelligent as well.
I just don't know. It's like, should we have a potential murder weapon out there just because sometimes it's a sweet murder weapon? Sometimes this murder weapon cute, but it's still a murder weapon.
I don't think dogs are pit bulls are the number one priority we have to be banning right now. I don't think that's like our number one issue.
Listen, you got your own priorities. I don't know what's going on with me. My okay.
I just watched an It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they talk about the 2 worst things you can do for PR is be a child molester or a dog hater.
I don't give a fuck. I like
What
cats
you're
more
doing
anyways.
right now
I like
is
cat. I'm a
dog
cat
hater.
person. I'm a cat person. I don't like any dog.
The dog that you just saw, Blue, he would never hurt a fly.
I don't think he would, but I still don't like dogs. Like I would
He's
never
a
own.
pit bull.
I would never own a dog like that.
And he's a bully pit bull mix.
He's cute. He's sweet. He's a sweet boy. I still can't get over that night at your house when he got scared. Do you remember he was barking at something outside?
Yeah, you thought it was like a ghost. He does.
Dude, I was like, that's a murder weapon. That was
the
terrifying.
dogs make your house way safer. People are way less likely to break into your house if you have a dog. That is a safety issue, especially if it's a big dog. I mean, they see a little chihuahua, they're not gonna be scared of that shit.
They're not gonna give a fuck. They're gonna kick it. No, I totally agree. Like, I just, yeah, I think people are not trustworthy. Like, it should almost be like, if you're gonna own, like, a dog like this, you need to have, like, a license and, like, go through, like, a training program. And, like, these dogs should be registered.
That's actually a great idea. But I wouldn't say a dog like this. Like, again, pit bulls are, like, always so sweet. Every pit bull I've been around has been the sweetest little angel.
Okay, what about that little 3-year-old that got mauled, huh? Those sweet angels?
Yeah, I'm telling you, their parents were probably neurotic and terrible trainers. They usually are the types to lock their dog in in a bathroom for hours upon hours.
I mean, they did leave a 3-year-old in a room by themselves on a couch.
Yeah, exactly. So they're usually the type to do like all that other crap.
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes you can get like an animal, like you could be the most perfect trainer in the world, and sometimes you do get an animal that is like completely insane or neurotic. But that's also humans. That's like, you can't control that. If you want to like prevent that, you prevent all dogs from existing.
That's why we should do, if you're gonna own a big aggressive dogs like this, it should probably be registered and trained. Like you should be forced to have to put them through puppy school or some shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
Properly
they're actually
socialize
not
them and shit.
taken away from the mother too young, but they should go through maybe a training, maybe a background check to see how well they are with her and how good they are with
like when you have to like adopt a kid, like all the shit you have to go through to adopt a kid. It shouldn't be as strict, obviously. It shouldn't be as strict. No, but like you should get like checked out to make sure.
Getting a gun, probably like a general background check.
Okay, no, because I can get a bank account in America and they'll let me walk out with a gun.
Yeah, so a lot of people like saying this. This is another episode. It's always funny, but like.
No, have you not seen the YouTube video?
I would like.
It was a documentary. I think it was a documentary. Some guy literally signed up for a bank account and they just like gave him it was just like a rifle.
I would like to see
shotgun.
that's all I'm saying.
I'm a Canadian citizen. Of course I can. But I was American.
That's my point.
If I was American, I could. Anyways, we didn't go through all of these, but I'm sure that I won Pitbull Bingo. So.
Let's try.
Well, we did.
No, can you somehow X them out on stream and like copy paste an X?
Yes. Hold on. Give me 2 secs. I gotta do this. It's gonna get crazy in here, folks.
We're about to get wild.
We're about to get wild.
I need this heat up more. It's so cold next to the window.
Let's change the color of this.
Do you want to change the color of my fire? What color would you like the fire to be?
Let's go with orange.
You want orange fire? Was that to me?
Yeah, we can do orange or like... Orange might make it too orange in there. No, that seems chill. That seems chill. Okay, so we did do It's All About How You Raise Them.
You doing X's?
Yeah,
nice. I do red with the orange. Do yellow with the oranges. Okay. They're bred to be nanny dogs. That's true.
Okay. Hold on.
I don't like the yellow ones. So X that out. Gotta watch them around children. I would disagree with that. Like I said, if they're family dogs and been raised with the kids, they don't have to be watched.
Okay, so not that one. Okay, wasn't trained correctly. We do have that one.
Yeah, 100%. I want the red.
There's no such thing as a pit bull. That doesn't make sense. Photo of a pit bull with a baby. Do we have that one?
No, don't do that one. That one's bizarre. Pit bulls are misunderstood. Yeah, because you're no, don't do the baby one. Do the
Yeah, no, I got.
Because you're clearly misunderstanding them right now.
I'll misunderstand you.
Nice, good one.
What?
Dogs are just like people. No, I don't agree. You're racist. That's terrible. You're ignorant. Sure, I'll do that one.
Oh!
You're ignorant and get educated are like the same thing. So sure, you can do both of those. Oh.
Hold on, I fucked up. Just give me a second.
Coconuts kill more people? I've never heard that.
Can we X that or no?
Falling on the head?
I think so.
That's so stupid.
Do we put that in there?
No, I've never heard that. You should have gotten a bigger dog? What does that mean?
That doesn't make sense to me.
You shouldn't have been in the front yard. No. Your dog shouldn't have barked.
It scared the pitbull, so the pitbull.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. Yeah, I've heard that one before. I don't agree with it, like, I don't agree with it, but, like, I've heard it before, yeah. I guess.
Right to own any pet I want? I've heard that one for sure. That's like a classic.
Which one? Blame the deed? Oh, wait, I'm somewhere else.
I have a right to own any pet that I want. That's a classic.
Oh, that's a stupid argument. If that's.
But I've heard it before.
Well, then I can own an elephant.
Good.
Toughen up. It's not that bad. Nah, lick you to death. Nah, blame the owner. Yes.
Yeah.
Blame the owner. Don't blame the owner. No, I've never heard that, and I would never agree with that. Blame the owner. Blame the deed, not the breed. The deed, not the breed. Sure, yeah, I agree with that. You can make that claim for like a lot of animals that are like mentally ill, like what was it? The killer whale at SeaWorld?
Fucking what is it? Shamu, whatever the hell.
Shamu, I think, right?
Rest in peace, bro.
Somehow the dog got out. I've heard that before. Somehow the dog broke free. Sure. Chihuahuas bite more. Yes, that's a claim that still lives up to its nature. It's just one could cause a lot more damage.
Yeah, the thing is if a Chihuahua bites me, I can just kill it. I can't really just kill a pit bull. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if a Chihuahua bites more. I can crush its skull with one step.
My dog would never bite. Do that one. I've never heard all dogs bite. That's just ridiculous.
Didn't you literally say that like 10 minutes ago?
All dogs bite?
Yeah, I think you literally said that. I think you literally said all big dogs bite, or like all dogs will bite you. They just do more damage.
You can rewatch the podcast.
I'm pretty sure you just said that. I'm pretty sure that was one of your arguments, that all dogs will bite you, they just do more damage.
No, my claim was no. The claim was that both dogs can bite you, but one dog does more damage. Both
you don't
dogs,
think that all dogs bite?
Dogs. No, that's not my claim at all.
My forehead is
all
so
dogs
big.
do not bite.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna find one dog that's never bit ever in my life ever. It's like
You're gonna find one? There are very docile dogs that you can definitely find.
So why don't we just own the docile dog and not the vicious pit bull that does the murder?
Because docile dogs are also usually not very good companions.
What do you mean? They're the best companions.
It's like there's a lot of rabbits, for example, that are super docile and just don't like humans. Like, these animals like usually don't like humans. I mean, most animals are scared of humans. That's why they attack. Because I feel like
all dogs are pretty chill with humans. I don't think there's a specific.
Well, they're domesticated. That's why. The word is domesticated. And that's why pit bulls are also domesticated creatures.
Yeah.
But humans are stupid.
But they have murder capabilities.
Yeah, so do humans.
Yeah, we could get rid of some of those too. It's not an issue.
I can't believe my dog bit someone. Yeah, I've heard that. You must have done something. Heard that. Oh, we got one bingo, I think.
Did we actually?
Oh yeah,
holy you must have shit, we got a bingo! Right at the end.
So, the poor dog was scared, confused. That was one more. but no, none other. We did get bingo.
We got a fucking bingo. Amazing. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we would make it here tonight, folks? Pitbull bingo completed. How amazing is that? That's fucking so good. Alright. Well, that's the Pitbull discourse.
It was not created to be a pet, and you're stupid. Is this? No, Sunny Boy was... Yeah, this one.
Oh, this was just more Pitbull discourse. We can do the father one. This one's just talking shit about the father. Excuse me. Man put his 3-year-old in a living room with 3...
Well, I'm gonna read this because you added this, and now I'm beefing with you because I can't believe you're adding Pitbull crap.
I am adding Pitbull crap.
I am such a dog lover and such a Pitbull lover that this is... Owning a Pitbull continues to be totally strange to me because it's not like driving a car where it's like, okay, yes, there are some real dangers involved, but it's a society-changing technology that can't be eliminated entirely. It's just stupid replacement level dog that provides you exactly what every other kind of dog does. Literally the only thing that distinguishes I just disagree with this entirely.
But like, whatever you can get from a Pitbull, you can get from any other dog.
No, they were literally bred to be nanny dogs, but then they were bred again. They were continually bred to be fighting dogs just because they can do more damage. And again, lots of dogs can do damage. Golden retrievers can do damage. German shepherds, any of the medium to large sized dogs can do damage.
But like, do we have the statistics on how often these dogs maul in comparison to pit bulls?
It's because the pit bull's jaws are so strong. That's like the difference in them.
Yeah, but it's like, can't we just breed another type of dog to be a nanny animal? Like golden retrievers can be nanny animals, can't they? They
but
fucking...
then that's like saying statistically, a certain race commits less crimes.
Humans,
Hey,
animals.
gotcha. Yeah.
No. Humans are a different conversation. Animals are... Because I have no problem murdering millions of cows every year to eat, I also have no problem wiping out an entire race of animal if they're a detriment to human survival.
A detriment to... Then wipe out mosquitoes. Start where, like, ground level.
Okay.
The creature that kills the most...
Let's go.
But you can't because it's kind of like a system. It's kind of like
I'm working on it. Okay, what system are pit bulls part of? What do we... They don't fuck with, like, nature at all. We don't need them for nature. What system are pit bulls part of?
It's like purebreds, for example. Purebreds, we don't need them at all, and they're literally inbred. So purebreds are inbreds. We don't need them, but people like them. That's why we have them. Guns, we don't need guns anymore, but we have them because people like them.
Murder weapons.
It's the same stuff. What?
I said murder weapons. These are all murder weapons.
So, but like, do you see the examples over and over and over again? Like, sure, you can make logical claims for anything, but at the same time, you can't even make logical claims for, like, you use the example of cars. We don't need gas cars anymore. So you made the example of technology. Guess what? We have electric cars now. We should be using electric cars because to better our future, so we don't have as much gas in our...
I think everyone can afford an electric vehicle.
Well, then the government and everyone else together can make it cheaper because we can make it more, the demand higher.
What do we do with all these cars we already have?
You see how, like, we could change the whole ecosystem?
What do we do with all these cars we already have? This is such a bigger scale than just not adopting pit bulls.
But the whole point was what people wanted, right? So, like, yes, we can eliminate a certain breed, but the breed is, like, you're seeing one statistic every day based off of one story. It's like, there's also a lot of teachers that I read every day that
I think
touch students.
Well, I think the difference with, like...
eliminate them, but we can't.
The difference with the seeing, like, one story of, like, a pit bull mauling is that it's... Every time you hear a story of a pit bull mauling someone, it's, like... ferocious. It's like graphic. It's like they've done a lot of damage. Like you hear like a dog biting another person. Like I feel like when these stories come out, when you hear of a pit bull doing something to a human, it's always like a step above what you hear other dogs doing. That could be the media spinning it that way 100%. But I think it's also, like we talked about, like, they just have their bites, like, crazier. Like, they could just do more damage. Like, that's just factual.
Yeah, but that's also why people bring up, like, some people try to bring up statistics, but then that's why an example I'm sure is the coconut statistic is probably because the coconut thing, I don't know, happens more. I don't know if that's true. I can't speak on that.
It might be,
It seems
honestly.
ridiculous.
I think a lot of people do die from coconuts, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like we need to look that up.
I'll look right now.
No, usually what happens is if a dog bites you, they scream, and that sends them into a further frenzy.
Okay, so each year worldwide, there are 10 deaths attributable to shark attacks, compared to 150 deaths worldwide caused by falling coconuts.
And what about pit bull attacks?
Uh, 2019, 33 of 48 dog bite related deaths in the US were caused by pit bulls. So it's only like, what the fuck? It's only like 40 people a year, but the majority of deaths are by pit bulls. Like about 60 to 70% of the deaths are caused by pit bulls. It's not a lot of deaths.
You see how it's like nothing still, and that's why it's like still a media frenzy of like, that's why should we ban all of pit bulls if there's 30 to 40 deaths? Ban all coconuts. I see their point now.
Coconuts are so much more delicious than pit bulls.
You don't know that. Have you tried a pit bull?
I'm gonna after this. No, I don't think like
we could probably get into how many deaths are prevented from pit bulls because of people like, trying to rob someone and they have a pit bull as a house pet. That's another statistic.
I just think like with a dog that's like proven to be statistically more dangerous than other dogs, like not anyone should just be allowed to own it. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be able to just get a pit bull anywhere.
I think the statistics are still skewed because there's so many more pit bulls in the world than like various other dogs, right?
What is the most owned dog?
It's probably like golden retriever or lab.
Yeah, it's
probably lab.
Labrador Retriever or French Bulldog.
French Bulldog? They're
those
genetically...
I know, those dogs are fucked. Those dogs are fucked. Owning French Bulldogs and shit, they can't even breathe. They can't even run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Labradors up until this last year, and then it became the French
Was
Bulldog.
French? Frenchies? Oh my god. So am I reading the father discourse with this, or going next?
This is just talking about how he's a piece of shit father for, like, okay, man put his 3-year-old in the living room with 3 pit bull variants and the baby was mauled. That's the type of accident that's statistically more likely when you leave a child alone with their dad, and I feel like that's the type of incompetence we really gotta start shaming.
Well, then we go back to this. Do we just ban all men?
Yes. Yes. Get rid of them. Do we need them? When have we ever needed them?
Okay, I gotta mute for this video.
Okay. I have to open this video.
Are you sharing the stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna, just one second. Hold on. I'm gonna turn off this elevator music for this shit.
Great.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
And by the way, put aside race, this obsession with race that wokeism has reinserted.
Well, invented
in many ways.
When I moved to Toronto, it was as race blind as any country, as any city could be.
Right.
Right. And that's flipped. And it's flipped because of that obsessive concern with race. Right. That was something we 100% did not need in Canada.
No.
Right. We basically, what would you say, imported and invented racism in Canada. Right.
Well,
as a consequence of policy.
Wokeism seeks to divide people into these different groups and subgroups, and we see the results in a 250% increase in hate crimes. But we're going to get back to the basic principle that people are judged based on their individual character and humanity.
Bro, what the fuck are you watching? I'm watching a completely different video.
You want to do a video? Wait, what?
Did you tell me to skip the one before this?
Oh shit! My bad, my bad. I clicked the wrong one.
I'm saying men in suits.
I clicked the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. This is why we don't.
Look at your reaction to the video, and then you see these men in suits.
Dude, my forehead is so like giant today. Yeah, that was an accident. Don't worry about it. Okay, you know what? I'll just play this for chat. They don't need the volume. They can just watch it, and you can talk. We can talk about this video while I play it.
Okay.
I fucked up. Anyways, is that not insane?
I didn't think it was that insane. I thought it was kind of funny that he came in.
I mean, why is he's just standing there staring at them? He's trying to get like a New Year's kiss out of that girl, and she's just like with her friends. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? They're like trying to enjoy the fireworks and shit, and he's still trying to like bother her and like kiss her.
I think it's funny.
It's funny, but like it's like annoying. Like that's the thing. Like that's like why is he just standing there? Does he not feel awkward? Like walk away, bro. They're literally like hugging each other.
But
what
if
for?
like, see, we don't know the context of the situation. So like, what if like that girl that he's trying to kiss promised him a New Year's kiss like a moment ago? What if he's like, hey, buy some shots and I'll give you a New Year's kiss? So he like found her and he's like, hey, didn't you promise me that kiss?
I mean, okay, even with that in mind, the fact of the matter is they're hugging each other and completely ignoring him. Like he should walk off and get the hint, or. I
don't think he knows they're filming.
But it shouldn't matter if he knew they were filming or not. Like, I mean, I think if he knew they were filming, he probably would have got out of the cameras. But like, it's still like, why are you standing around? Like, when we're clearly, wrong thing. When we're clearly not even paying you any attention. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing here, bro? It's just like weird. It's like if there were a bunch of dudes, or like, okay, wait, I have an example. Do you remember when we were in TwitchCon and we were in that bar and we were around like all those OTK people were hanging out, and I was like, I think we're hovering, like we should leave.
Yeah.
That's what this is. He's hovering, he needs to leave.
Yeah, but he didn't hover that long.
We didn't hover that long, and I instantly was like, this is weird, we should go.
Yeah. No, we hovered a little longer. We definitely hovered longer than that.
Well, no, we were just hanging out, and then I realized I was like, we're kind of close to them, and it feels like we're hovering, so we should just leave. I think we were just like hanging out close to them, and then it felt like hovering. But this guy's very clearly hovering. This is a hover.
Oh, he kept trying to tap that one girl. I think he was trying to, the one in the black top, black dress. I think he was trying to.
If this was happening to me, I would have just kissed my friend and been like, sorry, New Year's kiss is taken.
I'm very curious about this next one after. Are you gonna replay it as I watch?
I'll replay it for chat. I know they'll want to see it. This shit is like, this is causing a big storm in Canada right now.
By the way, put aside.
Okay. Tell me what to play.
Okay, you can play.
And by the way, put aside race, this obsession with race that wokeism has reinserted.
Well, invented
in many ways.
When I moved to Toronto, it was as race blind as any country, as any city could be.
Right.
Right. And that's flipped. And it's flipped because of that obsessive concern with race. Right. That was something we 100% did not need in Canada.
No.
Right. We basically, what would you say, imported and invented racism in Canada. Right. As a consequence of policy.
Wokeism seeks to divide people into these different groups and subgroups, and we see the results in a 250% increase in hate crimes. But we're going to get back to the basic principle that people are judged based on their individual character and humanity rather than by their group identity. And that is actually, ironically, the most unifying thing we can do to bring our country back together, and as Lincoln put it, to bind up the nation's wounds.
Okay, I don't know how to put this properly, but Pierre looks like he looks like a Mad TV politician. He looks like a joke. He looks like what someone would draw a politician as like a joke. Do you know what I mean?
He looks like he got way too much work done, and he needs to slow down on the work.
He looks like he has a ton of work done. He looks like he's got like a ton of Botox and like fillers and shit. It's weird. Anyway, so yeah, people are pissed off about that because they're saying that Canada imported racism because of all the immigrants that they imported. Now Canada's become racist because nobody likes the immigrants. They're completely shutting out the fact that we treated First Nations, Indigenous people like shit and put them in residential schools and
Well,
we're
no, but
horribly
like what they
racist.
were saying in general, he said that we're racist based off characters. No, we're not.
No,
We never we're racist based off of difference. When we were both when we were first creating sovereign borders, and it was like what, Spain, England, France, or whatever. When they the reason why they decided to conquer other land was because their society was different than theirs. Their skin tone was different than theirs. Like it's not racism based off of like your own individual character, like, at all.
No, he's saying that like we're only gonna judge people based on their character, and that's how we're gonna get rid of racism, rather than judging them based on their.
That's not
Appearance
how
and culture.
racism is, though. That's just not how
I know.
it works.
They're being stupid because they also like their idea of there not being racism in Canada is because what the things that they're talking about is when it was mostly white people in Canada. But when it was mostly white people in Canada, you would hear the most racist remarks. You would hear the most, like, Canada's always been racist. It has always been racist. It's just hasn't been as public about it. And then because there's a ton of immigrants moving to Canada, people are being more vocal about their racism. So now they're saying that it's the government's fault and policy's fault that Canada's now racist because we have a ton of immigrants, so everyone's showing how racist they are. Canada's always been racist. It's just more out in the open. Or more talked
I
about
want to
now.
point this out. Freeze.
Huh?
It looks like the two rats on your head are like little ears.
Cute. I need to fix the rats that are having a threesome. There's a ton of videos. We don't have to watch them all, but they did a whole. Jordan Peterson did a whole interview with Pierre, and basically all these little like 20-minute snippets of like the shit that they're talking about is just fucking insane. Like Pierre is literally like right-wing fascist fucking idiot. Like Trump. He's the Trump of Canada. Like, listen, Canada's fucked up right now. I don't want this dude in office.
I mean, based on what he was saying, it was a little insane.
Well, he's literally part of the Conservative Party. Like, I would never vote in the Conservative Party for the reason alone that half of the Conservative Party wants to ban abortion. Like that's never gonna happen in Canada. For that reason alone, I would never vote Conservatives in. But the fact that people are so sick of Trudeau and like we have other parties, we have like 4 or 5 parties to vote from, but it's always the Liberals or the Conservatives who win because people are so sick of Trudeau and they don't have another Liberal leader. Pierre's gonna get voted in, and I don't think people like it's gonna be the same thing. Like people voted in Trump, and like he's in one way or another gonna fuck shit up. Same with this guy. Because people are so sick of the other side.
Sidebar, that reminds me, the reason why so many people are moving to Blue Sky right now is because apparently with Threads, Mark Zuckerberg is trying to like appease the Trump administration, and so like a lot of people recently are getting like banned when they come out vaccinated, or they're like or shadow banned, come out vaccinated, or like they say something about like safe. Apparently, this doctor who promoted safe sex and stuff like that got like banned completely.
That's so crazy.
Which I was talking about it with someone, and I was like, "That's bizarre to me," because like, let's say he does want to pass a national abortion act. It's strange to me that like you would also want to pass like a anti like safe sex like.
Well, I think their reasoning for that is that's like a Nazi dog whistle. When they say that they want to like increase the birth rate and they want like the anti like safe sex shit or whatever, it's because they want white people to have babies. Like it's literally a Nazi dog whistle. When they're talking about the birth rate, they're talking about white people not having kids.
I don't even know the percentage of white people in the U.S., so that seems crazy.
That's mostly what it is. Because they talk about like how like countries like India, for example, like the average child there, like the average woman has like 5 to 6 children or something, but like in America and like Canada and stuff like that, like or like even Europe, like Britain, like mostly like white countries or whatever, even though they're very like culturally diverse now or racially diverse now, the birth rate is so fucking low. So when they talk about we need to get the birth rate up, it's because they either want 1, white babies, or 2, more people to fucking work for fucking shit wages. My bad, bro. Anyways,
We're not gonna talk about it.
yeah, my bad, bro, my bad. But yeah, this whole thread is just Pierre being completely fucked, just being totally like, listen, I know I say a lot of like right wing shit like as jokey jokes, but like this shit is like actually disgusting. I can't believe anyone would actually like fall for this crap.
Okay, so it's been 66 minutes in. Should we take a bathroom break?
Pee pee. Yeah,
A pee break?
a
I
pee
think
pee.
that might be good.
You can do that. No. Here, you go and then okay, I'll just hang out. What's up, everyone? What's up? Listen. It's just me and you. La pee pee. Should we watch more of these while we wait? Eh. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know if is anyone chatting here? Is anyone chatting? Is anyone here? I'm not wearing any makeup today. I know, I look like doo-doo. I had to do an eye appointment today, so my eyeballs hurt. And I don't want to wear makeup. I look like a fucking little boy, though. Holy shit. Guys, I was talking to someone on Hinge, and he talked to me about fucking, don't forget to like and subscribe. What's up, Gamer Man? He was telling me about he's telling me he put buffalo milk in his coffee. He's like the driest texter ever. Like, what do I say to this? Like, this guy, I was texting this guy, and he's like talking about like he's like saying he's drinking coffee. So I'm like, oh, like how do you like your coffee or whatever? He's like, oh, I put buffalo milk in it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Where did you get buffalo milk? He's like, from the farm. I'm like, okay, so do you own like a buffalo farm, or did you go to the farm? He's like, went to the farm. I'm like, how do I continue this conversation? Okay, what else did you get from the buffalo farm, bro? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him. I think I'm gonna have to ask him. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Canada is going super conservative, and I'm not like I think Canada's like in the shitter currently. Canadians are pissed off. Canada's fucked up right now. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think a conservative government could be good. I don't think Pierre is good. I think Pierre is literally like he's not a trustworthy conservative. He's just the conservative that like has been picked. But I don't think he's a good I don't want him representing my country is all. I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with him representing my country. I told him about the buffalo milk man.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. I also didn't go to the washroom because I figured we'd go one at a time. But I don't really have a need to go to the washroom that bad, so.
Okay.
So I'll just chill.
Okay.
That's it. This Meghan Markle thing is just, we don't have to watch the video at all. It's basically people are just making fun of her because, like, they literally left the Meghan Markle and, I don't even know what her husband's name is. Prince Harry? Is it Prince Harry?
Yes.
They left the royal family because they said they didn't want to be in the media at all, and then here she is doing a fucking Netflix show.
Yeah, that's been the joke for a while. So if you didn't remember when they left England, I know a little bit more about this because my mom used to be into the royal family a lot, but when they left England, and every news outlet shits on Meghan Markle.
I think they did a whole like press tour in Canada right after they left England. They came to Canada, like Vancouver.
So, and then it was rumored that during events they went to like all these like charity events and stuff like that, and like Prince Harry was like whispering like Oprah's ear, like, hey, could you get like my wife like a job at Disney, maybe like voice acting and stuff. Like she's wanted fame for like years and years and years, and like so people talk about it a lot. That's why they shit on her so much, is because like it seems very like two-faced, where it's like, oh, we don't want to be in any of this, but then they try to be in absolutely everything.
Yeah, I think what it was is they just didn't want to be under the thumb of the royal family. I think they wanted it. They didn't want the queen and everyone else telling them what the fuck to do. You know what I mean?
Well, there's like a bunch of like sidebars. One of them is that the royal family has always been pretty racist.
Yeah.
So think
I
that
mean,
was
she
probably-
seems like a fucking sweetheart. Like, honestly, like, I don't fault them for not wanting to be a part of that whole shit scenario.
I'm
situation.
kind of not on her side. I think she is someone who has always wanted fame all her life, and she saw it as an opportunity for fame. So I'm like not someone on her side.
I feel like she probably really loves him, though. Like, I feel like they love each other.
Oh, like I don't doubt she loves him. I don't doubt a lot of things about her. Like, but I doubt like their wish for privacy. I doubt like all their actions after like getting to the throne. I think they both love the fame. They love the attention, and like
I will
they
say
literally
this.
like did so many interviews after leaving the royal family, saying, "Yeah, we just wanted privacy." Like they went on Oprah. They went on like all
I
these
think-
talk shows.
I
Like,
think
get
their
the fuck out of the media. you freak.
Privacy, I think when they're talking about privacy and shit like that, I think they're talking about they don't want the royal family dabbling and telling them what to do and how to live and how they should do things and the things that they can enjoy and blah 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 and how to live their
Well,
lives.
that's gonna change is the problem.
I will say this. I will defend them unless they go back to the royal family and then like whatever fuck dies and they're like, okay, now I want to be king. You know what I mean?
Well, they're not. It's gonna be Kate and
Whatever the fuck. But if he dies, he's next in line, isn't he?
no, his older brother's the one next in line.
Oh, cause he. Oh, okay. Yeah.
William and Kate. They're
Oh,
like
okay.
the perfect couple too. They have the 3 most adorable kids.
Fuck the royal family though. They got way too much wealth. We should bomb them in a video game.
I don't agree with this.
I agree with this. Okay, this is your shits now.
So next to me, so have you heard about the guy who wants to live forever? Of course you have. Come on, you have to.
Yeah. Doesn't he like drink his children's blood?
He intakes their plasma.
I would kill my dad
I
if he tried
just
to do
watched
that to
the
me.
whole docu-series on it. We can watch the trailer if you want.
Just tell me
So
about
I
it.
just added, I felt like I wanted you to get the gist and like the chat to get a gist of who he was if you didn't.
Do you want me to
if they
watch
didn't
this? Or should we
Yeah,
just...
yeah. Watch. I can tell you when to stop when you want to stop.
Okay, hold on.
As a species, we accept our inevitable decay, decline, and death. I want to argue that the opposite should be true. My name is Brian Johnson. I've been spending millions of dollars creating an anti-aging protocol.
This guy's just
I
terrified
take
of death.
54 pills, red light therapy, plasma exchanges, and I'm going to be injected with my first gene therapy. Thanks, Doc. I'm trying to be on the outermost edge of possibility for the science.
We published all of his biometric data online. Every spotlight was turned on Brian.
I think his rectum went viral. This guy's in his own world.
Brian Johnson is a grifter who is trying to make a quick buck.
He's clearly intending to reach as many people as possible. The real question is, what's his motivation?
I do worry about him. I've never felt more understood by anyone than with you. I really want to have multiple lifetimes with my son. 100 years is not gonna be enough. What if you donate your plasma to me, I will to Dad. It'll be this multi-generational thing.
You guys look awesome.
This was an event that transcended the trial of a therapy.
It's not science, it's just attention.
It's just these rich Silicon Valley types chasing the fountain of youth.
I'm worried for him. We just don't know how his body's going to react.
We may walk into a future where all of us live healthier and longer. I want to live with everything that I am. So yeah,
Okay.
I hope you don't die.
Listen, I'll say this. I condemn him for being a lab rat to see if we can live longer. I will say it's gonna be funny as fuck if he dies early because of like a car crash or something.
You know what's so funny? Like what you're saying, like 2 of the things you've said were in the docu-series. Like I just watched the docu-series and
I'm so
when
intelligent.
people were talking about like, oh, like they would show tweets of people being like, irony would be him dying in a car crash. Like they're
I think I said condemn him for being a lab rat. I meant commend. Sorry, I had to fix that.
But at the same time, no, because even scientists have reached out to him and was like, what you're doing is actually fantastic, but you are one sole subject. What you need to do is have one drug that you think will prove longevity of life, and we can actually test this. You can donate to us, and we'll legitimately test this with lots and lots of like subjects.
I think he probably doesn't want to. He probably doesn't want to share. He's like a billionaire. Yeah, he's probably a billionaire. Doesn't want to share his secrets. Yeah. He's like, fuck that. If I'm gonna live forever, I'm gonna be the one to do it. And then once he finally figures it out, he's gonna sell it to the fucking elite only for just like millions.
So there's a few funny points of this docuseries. One of them was that the one criticism in the whole docuseries was that guy, and he blocked him. And it's because the guy who I think his name's like what? I think I included in the Google Doc, like Brian. Oh no, I didn't. His name's like Brian something, where he was apparently in charge of a lot of the like filming of it, or like the directorial aspect of it. So there was only one criticism throughout the whole thing. A few points. So it showed his son a lot, and his son wanting to be really close to him, blah blah. He has 4 kids. That kid is the only one who talks to him.
His son's probably gonna do the same shit as him. His son's probably like...
No, my mom's the one who convinced me to watch it. My mom, like, how she thought of it was like the son seemed like he was almost like laughing the whole time. I was like, do you think it's because like there's a money aspect as well? Do you think like the son, maybe he's going to a really nice college and then he's getting a lot of like good like references and things like that?
He probably cares about his dad in some capacity to
I think he's close to his dad, but there's like certain weird scenes. Like there was a scene with both of them working out where like he starts telling his son that he's like the ultimate life form and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, if my dad said that to me, I'd laugh in his face too.
I'd be like, what?
If any human said that to me, I'd laugh in his face. Like, you have to be delusional to say something like that.
Yeah, and then so he had an ex-girlfriend sue him. Fun fact, because she was working for him as like a as like a social media. They ended up dating. She ended up suing him because while they were dating, she was a consultant, dropped all her other clients, started living with him. Then when they were dating, she got cancer, and he broke up with her during cancer.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, but he won completely because she signed an agreement before they started dating, saying like if anything happens, like, you know, it's thrown out.
I just think that's like, I understand you think that nothing would ever happen to you, but imagine meeting a man like literally throwing all of your work out of the fucking window and then signing a paper that says if I get sick, it doesn't matter if he dumps me. Like, hello, like listen.
Well, she didn't sign a paper saying if I get sick. She didn't know she didn't know she would get sick, but pretty much if he wants to dump her for any way, shape, or form, like he's not liable for any of that, right?
Yeah, I gotta tell you that bitch is stupid.
And shit like that.
Listen, I love women. That bitch is stupid. I would never, if a man wanted to date me and he fucking told me I had to sign a paper that if he dumps me, we're not even married. If he dumps me, he's not liable for anything.
She first started working for him, but in the agreement to work for him, it said like if we end up starting to date, X, Y, and Z. Like
that's already a red flag there. If we end up starting to date, I'm working for you. This is not agreeable.
But like some people may think, and she didn't have a lawyer present, obviously, when she signed, but there's also some people may think like, oh, this is standard, because there are company standards. For example, my company, there's like, I mean, it's a lot. I don't know how big I think it's only a few people doing his social media management. So like for my firm, right, it's hundreds and hundreds of people. So it's if the dating clause is way huger, right? Than like
I'm gonna say this: if I'm working for a man privately as like a whatever the fuck she was doing, a consultant or whatever, I'm working one-on-one with him, and he hands me an employee contract that says if we end up dating in it, I'm not his.
10-page paper, one clause is about dating.
Yeah. I'm not like that's like out of the fucking question. Because why are you bringing that up? That's like not even gonna happen.
Yeah, my guess is she didn't read it. That's my guess. She didn't have a lawyer present.
I understand putting that clause in there, but that clause would be enough for me to be like, this is a red flag. Like, why did he feel the need to add that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think that's insane.
Like another point people were making about it, he's shirtless for like half the docuseries or documentary. I guess it's like a one
He's
episode.
just a narcissist. He's just in love with himself.
He's a huge narcissist. He goes on dates with anyone. He makes them sign NDAs.
Yeah, that's fucked. Fuck that. Fuck. I would never involve myself romantically with a man like that. That is way too much fucking. The money, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be treated like that.
I think he looks so creepy. So apparently all his like internals are like way better. So he is like science-wise, he is aging slower, apparently, right? But like he looks so freaky. Like my
It's
mom
because he's gotten too much
pointing out, it
plastic
looks like he has
surgery.
hair loss, plastic surgery. He's going crazy for his body and stuff like
Genuinely,
that. Like,
and I bet you he's only like aging like maximum 5 years behind himself.
It said 0.6. So his internals, not externals. Internals is he's aging. So when normal people age 1 year, he's aging 0.6.
Yeah. So then what is he, probably like 40 or 50? He's probably like 5 years behind, maybe.
He's 5 years younger than my dad, which my mom kept pointing out because she was like, "Your dad looks way better."
Yeah, I mean, your dad looks like a normal human. This guy looks like a fucking alien.
He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. I feel like it's all
he
like
looks like a creep. He's a lizard person for sure.
It's all like billionaires, I guess.
No, that guy's just nuts. The funny thing is, at the end of the day, he's gonna die. Like,
my next one was like literally like a 5-second story.
I never watched Project Runway.
You never watched Project? Okay, let me finish the sentence before you interrupt me.
My bad.
Heidi Klum is returning for season 8 of Project Runway. I used to be obsessed with Project Runway, where I would watch episodes and they gave you like the challenge in the beginning of the episode, and I would like draw in my little drawing pad a little dress.
That's cute.
Yeah, I would design outfits of what I would do if I was in the episode.
That's actually really cute. What the fuck?
My parents thought I would be like a fashion designer. I used to do.
That's actually adorable.
But then Carly Kloss took over. Heidi Klum retired. Tim Gunn retired, which I love Tim Gunn as well. I actually like, who is it? Zachary Posey, I think his name is. I like the one who took over for Tim Gunn, but I didn't like Carly Kloss at all. Heidi Klum just has.
She's got that aura. Aura.
Tim Gunn does too. Tim Gunn, not Tim Gunn. Tim Gunn does too, but the one who took over for him has like, you know.
He's respectable. We can work with
He's very respectable. The one who took over, he huge fashion line, previous winner. He's great. He's fantastic, right?
I bet. Got a good eye.
Good vibe. So, but Heidi Klum.
That's exciting.
I'm gonna rewatch. I stopped watching with Carly Kloss.
Oh, ad block bullshit.
There was a funny episode of Carly Kloss where she was talking crap about this one guy's outfit, and she was like, "Where would anyone even wear this?" And he looked at her and he said, "I'm wondering if you'll get this joke." He said, "Maybe with dinner with the Kushners." So she's married to Jared Kushner's brother, Carly Kloss. Do you know who Jared Kushner is? Okay, this goes deeper. Okay. Ivanka Trump is married to Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner was...
is Ivanka Trump Donald Trump's daughter?
Yes, Ivanka Trump is Donald Trump's favorite kid.
Oh,
Ivanka
that's
Trump
the one that he was like
he
being
said
touchy with.
Would date in high school if he was in high school.
Oh, now, okay, I remember. I remember.
He's married to Jared Kushner.
Yeah.
And Jared Kushner has a brother. Carly Kloss is married to that brother. And so I think he made statements later. I think he was trying to make a little bit of sassy political statement when he was getting voted out, where he was like, "You would wear this to the Kushners."
That's funny.
Like, I think he was trying to be sassy about like politics.
I love that. Could you imagine you go to family dinner and fucking Donald Trump is there? Because not even because it's like you married into his family, but you married someone who's married into his family. I'd be pissed. Yeah. I'd be so pissed.
It's pretty crazy.
It's like a nightmare, dude. Okay, what is this? 8 parenting stories from 2024 that sparked debate.
I wanted your opinion on some of these. We don't have to like do all of them, but
okay.
We'll the go first one especially.
We'll speed run them.
Okay, speed run. First one especially. What would you do if your mom was in this dress at your wedding?
First of all, my mother would never be in that dress. My
Let's
mom.
scroll a little more.
My mom would never wear a dress. First of all, my mom's showing up to a wedding in jeans and a t-shirt. Okay, that's just the type of woman.
You're not showing. You're not showing. Okay, you got it. Never mind. Maybe I'm behind.
If my husband or wife's mother showed up in this dress, I wouldn't give a fuck. It's not white. I don't care.
Your husband's mother showed up in the dress and you wouldn't care?
If my mother-in-law, my husband or my wife's mother showed up in this dress, if my mother-in-law is in this dress, I don't give a fuck. She looks good.
Okay.
Get it, girl. That doesn't bother me. Does that bother you?
I think if my husband's mother, I don't think it would bother me actually at all, because I think I would have enough confidence on my wedding day that I would be like,
I don't understand
is
it inappropriate because her boobs are out, or I don't get it. Everyone has boobs.
It's inappropriate because it's very much like trying to be a showstopper. Like you usually want just other people's weddings, and that's why like Kendall Jenner got in a lot of trouble when she went to like I think Hailey Bieber's wedding. You want to usually be more like casual.
I can
you don't
see
want
the cape.
Fancy but casual, like plain, because you don't want to take away from the bride's moment.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing.
I can see the cape being too much, to be honest. Like, this part's a little ridiculous, but, like, at the end of the day, what happens when you wear a dress that is too much like this? Like, okay, now it sparked debate. Now, you know what happened at that wedding? People were probably fucking talking shit about her the whole time. She probably had a weird night with people giving her
shit on this mother and said she's the worst mother ever. Like,
probably got shit on during the wedding, too.
Take away from the bride and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The dress is ugly, but, like...
I don't like this cape. This part here, I mean, it's not really a wedding dress. This is more like a... I don't know. This isn't really a wedding dress, but, like, I wouldn't be angry. I think, like, at the end of the day, she's gonna, like, her medicine's gonna be served to her. People are gonna be making fun of her. Like, she's gonna feel eyes on her, and not in a good way. Like, I don't think this is the vibe, but I don't know if it's, like, kick you out of the wedding worthy, you know what I mean? Like, if she were white or red, then I would have been pissed.
Yeah, so this was her daughter's wedding. So she's walking down with, I don't know who, maybe her husband, but this was her daughter's wedding. Because I think no. I don't know who she's walking down with.
I know. I will say that, like, my own mother wearing a dress like this is so out of the ideal that I can't even imagine it, so I can't comment on that because it's just not.
My mom would double check with me always, so like I wouldn't worry about that either. I have such a close relationship with my mom. So, but I'm trying to put it in perspective. If my mom did do something like this, where let's say like the dress was cute and like let's say it's like very showstoppy, how I would feel if my mom was also wearing a showstopper, I think I would be a little peeved. I'd be like, I don't think I would be that peeved because I think I would have enough confidence in myself on my wedding day that I look that good.
My thing is, I wouldn't give a shit if my mother did that because I would be totally comfortable going up to my mom and be like, "You're a fucking bitch for wearing that." But if my mother-in-law did that, that would piss me off because then I'd be like, "How am I supposed to be a cunt to her now?"
I think also though, but like if I took a picture with my mom and we both look beautiful, I think I'd be really happy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it would be chill if it was my own mom. I think if it was my mother-in-law, depending on the relationship that I have with her, I think that would be more of a chance to piss me off. Like if my mother-in-law showed up, like I don't like this cape part. I don't even give a fuck about the fact that she looks good. Like I'm happy that she looks good. It's my wedding. I want everyone to look good in my photos. But this cape is like I'd be like, you gotta cut that off, babe. That can't be in photos. That looks fucking so stupid.
I think if mother-in-law looked like she was trying to show me up, I wouldn't say anything, but I would just know back in my mind it could cause a problem later. Where it'd be like she doesn't like me and she's trying to like, you know, outshine me.
I could feel that. I'd be like, why are you doing this at your son's wedding day? Why are you trying
to... so like it wouldn't be like I would bring it up or cause a scene or anything. I would still pretend like I'm having the best night of my life, but I think it would come up like later. I would like be drunk or something with my fiance.
Be like, why the fuck did you wear that to my wedding, huh?
Be like, why did she wear that to our wedding?
I think in situations like this, like, you just gotta, like, hey, send me a photo of what you're wearing before you show up or you're not showing up.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that with the mother. I guess you want to usually foster, I think, a good relationship with the mother-in-law.
Yeah, but I'm also the type of person, like, if I have a wedding, like, I don't even want to walk across the stage when I graduate, let alone fucking have a whole wedding in front of an entire... If I have a wedding, there's gonna be maybe 20 people there. I would never have a big ceremony like this. You'll be there. I would never have a big ceremony like this. Like, it would literally just be, like, close friends. Like, my whole side of the family, my friends, is, like, 10 people max. And I don't think I would get married to someone who would want to invite like you want to invite all your cousins and all your aunties and all your fucking your third fucking grandparent. Like, no, we're not doing that. Not interested. Not my vibe.
So the next one is a cute story, so we can skip past it because who knows it? Who needs a cute story?
Okay. 3-word note: a husband left for his wife next to a sink of dirty dishes went viral. Okay, what is this?
What was this? Howard.
My husband had people over from like a big game.
Did he leave next to the sink of dirty dishes? I got it. Okay, if you had time to write the note, you had time to wash those fucking dishes. What?
Wait, I think he went to bed after like a night spending time with his friends. He went to bed, but he meant like I got it for the next day. Like he was like maybe drunk and passed out.
Yes. So I mean, it depends how drunk you were. Like if you're pissed wasted, I understand not doing dishes, but like if you've only had a couple drinks, like it's so easy to just do that before going to bed.
I don't know, maybe he had a full day's of work and then he had friends over, they watched the game, he had a few beers, and he got exhausted and I want to do it in the morning.
I think the problem is I wouldn't be able to help myself. I wouldn't be able to help myself. If I saw that many dishes in the sink, I wouldn't be able to help myself. I'd wash at least a few or something.
I have a lot of days where I'll wake up not wanting to do it that night, but the morning is like, especially I wake up like over an hour before work. I like doing like a more calm routine in the morning.
Yeah.
And so like that I think would help me just like get into the gist of the day.
I will say I've noticed with myself that if I don't wash my dishes like immediately after doing them, I let them build up and then it's like daunting. And like I'll do them. I'll do my dishes like at least once a day. If I'm not letting them build up, if I let them build up, I'll wait like 3 or 4 days, and by that point there's so many dishes in the sink that like it could take me 10 minutes to wash dishes if I do them right then and there, or it could take me 30 minutes to wash dishes. Sometimes it's like easier to just like fucking just do them all at once and then not have to think about it again. I don't have to think about how I'm piling dishes up in the sink.
But I don't even think I would mind if it takes me 30 minutes, as long as I'm like in that zone. I feel like if you're in like a meditation, if you're in like a meditation zone almost, it's like
if you're in the zone, it's not that bad, 100%. But it is also it's also so rewarding having a great meal and then washing the dishes immediately after you eat, and then you get to sit down and there's nothing to clean and you're well fed. It feels so good.
Yeah, but usually someone's like, "Oh, I'll cook, you clean," or whatever. But like when I'm in that zone, people almost get like annoyed with me when I cook and clean because they're like, "Let me do something."
You did that at my house, and I was like, "Fuck, she's my guest."
Exactly. Like, didn't you feel like a little bad?
I felt mostly. I felt bad because you were at my house. When I was at your house, I didn't care so much because I was like, I understand that I'm the guest, but you were literally a guest at my house doing all the cooking, all the cleaning. I'm like, what the fuck am I even here for? I might as well move out.
So like my mentality is like you were letting me stay for free.
Yeah, but like I stayed at your house for free, and you didn't have the mentality that I should like be doing dishes.
Yeah, but your house is like in the way. It's like your house is way smaller, so I'm more in your personal space. At like my parents' house when you stayed over, like it's huge. So like we're not in each other's space. So like I feel worse about like making like a mess in your like small space versus.
I would have done more cleaning if you hadn't already done it.
Well, then you also were going to school, so it's like, what? I don't have any. I was reading manhwa, so like I had to do the cleaning, you know?
Did I have a reading? Was I going to classes then? I can't remember.
You had like a few meetings with, I think, your group mates.
I had meetings with my group mates. Mapes? Hello?
Mates.
Mapes. Yeah, I don't know.
Mates. With a T?
Okay, I should have went pee when we had pee time, because now I have to pee.
Okay, go ahead.
No, we'll just...
We have about like 20 minutes left if we want like our full 2-hour podcast.
Okay, I'll just go pee really quick. Tell them about how awful my house is, I guess.
I'll tell them about something. Hi, chat. I had an interesting message on New Year's, actually. So I've never matched with someone who's an artist, right? I don't know why. I just like... I'm very much like an annoying person where like if I see someone who does art, I'm like, I could do the same art, you know? I don't know why I do that. I should appreciate other artists more. Depends. It depends. I saw this really good artist, right? And I was like, I never match with artists on Hinge, so I'm gonna send him a like. I like his art. His vibe, his style and stuff was generally good. I wouldn't say he was necessarily a crazy like my type or anything, but like I was like, maybe we would vibe. And his first message to me, I screenshotted it and sent everyone it on New Year's Eve. His message to me was, if I drew you, your tits would take up half the page. That was his legitimate message to me on New Year's Eve. I unmatched him. Okay. Like, you could be like a little flirty, a little like, even I'll go as far and say a little like sexual, right? Whatever. If you're trying to be like funny and out of the box, sure. But that was just like, come on. The first artist I've ever matched with, he says that. His art was really good, too. You still have the clip? You saved it, Gamer Man? Well, good. I'm glad you did. I would hope, like, if people wanted the clip, I'm glad they saved it. Like I said, I just want to convert to, like, only video game streaming, so... Once I like fully convert to just video game streaming, I'll do more like maybe just chatting clip moments.
Sorry,
but
you said once I fully convert to just, and I thought like because it started with a J, I thought you were gonna be like once I fully convert to Judaism. I was like, what did I walk into?
I told them the story about that guy messaging me, the artist. I was like, I never matched with artists. I've never matched with an artist before. I've never even like. He wasn't even like necessarily my type, but I just really liked his art, and I was like, he has like a generally cool vibe, so like I'll maybe give it a chance. And then he messaged me that, and I was like,
I don't think you told me this story. I think you told Mole this. I don't think you told me this story. Artist?
No, I sent you a screenshot. I sent you and Mole a screenshot. I said, who you guys kissing? And then I sent a screenshot of the moment.
I definitely was drunk by then.
No way, because it was like early in the day.
Oh, that one. Oh, I didn't get the backstory for that one. That's why.
Yeah, so I was telling the backstory. The backstory is,
okay.
I wasn't that into the guy, but like he was an artist and he was a really good artist. So I was like, oh, I've never given this a chance really. And he's like, seems like he's a cool vibe. I'm gonna try it out. So I matched with him, and that was his first message to me.
No, okay, yeah, I do remember that message. I just didn't get the backstory for it before, so I didn't know what you were talking about. But yeah, that's like fucking insane. That's an insane message.
And I was telling chat, I was like, I'm like fine with a little bit of flirty, even like you can go a little sexual in a way, right?
But that was crazy.
Sure,
that was a crazy message. That wasn't even flirty. That was just straight up degrading and like weird.
Strange.
Triplets finding out their birth order. I think I would, if I had twins, I'd probably wait to tell them who was born first. Because I don't want them to argue, be like, I'm older, because twins do that. You know what I mean? They do that.
Are we gonna replay it?
I don't give a shit who's the oldest, to be honest. My bad. Dad's experience with his daughter in a public bathroom goes viral. No such thing as a small gesture. A dad traveling solo with his 6-year-old daughter found himself in a tricky spot when the men's restroom at the train station was particularly filthy. Listen, I'll say this. If you walk into the woman's washroom with a little girl, like, under the age of, like, 7, I'm gonna be like, do you need help? Like, I'm not gonna, like, kick the man out and be like, do you need to, like, is there, like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna be, like, weird about it. A dad's experience with his daughter in a public bathroom goes viral. No such thing as a small gesture. A dad traveling solo with his 6-year-old daughter found himself in a tricky spot when the men's restroom at a train station was particularly filthy. Like, I'll say this, like, if my husband was going out with our little girl, I would prefer he would go into the women's restroom with her than fucking take her into a men's restroom.
The thing is, like, right when I see a man with, like, a young girl, like, if I see a man, I'm gonna be like, oh, but the thing is, my brain never goes to a man in a woman's restroom. My brain goes to, am I in the wrong restroom? That's where my brain goes. That's true. I'm such an airhead that I do it all the time. And so, like, if I saw a man, that would be my first response. Second response is if I see other women, I'd be like, oh, there's a little girl. Okay, so he has a
Yeah.
daughter. Like,
I'd be like, yeah, whatever. He is like a little girl. Who cares? Or at like in the
sometimes
worst.
I see like 12-year-old boys in the women's restroom with their mothers. I'm like, why is he in here?
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't need to
I'm
be
more pissed off. Like, this boy does not need. He's a troublemaker. He's at an age of trouble.
He can piss his own penis. Okay, you don't need to hold it for him. He's 12. Like, that's crazy. No, yeah, I think like if I saw a man in the restroom with a young girl, I'd be like, hey, don't worry about it. Or like, if you feel uncomfortable, I will like take care of her and you can wait outside. If you don't feel comfortable being in here, I don't mind. Like, that's fine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Could you do that in a men's washroom? Like, could you like leave your son with like a? But that's the thing. I don't think you could, as a woman, you have to bring a boy with you into the women's washroom because can you really trust your little boy with like men in the men's washroom to like take care of him? You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, it depends how old. If he's 12, go stand outside.
But like a 7-year-old, this like let's say like a 7-year-old child or 6-year-old, a 6-year-old daughter, 6-year-old son.
No, the thing about women's restrooms that are nice is they have stalls, so you can take like a 7-year-old and go to the same stall. It's not like
true.
It's not like the 7-year-old is going to be like sexually harassing people at all.
No, and you can like take your 7-year-old into the stall. Yeah, at the men's washroom, like, what am I supposed to stand there with my son at the urinal? I mean, you can still take your son into the stall. They've stalls in the men's for like taking shits.
So there's like the handicap like family stall. Pretty much, always take your if you have kids, always take your kids in that stall.
Dude, I hate, like, the most annoying thing, I don't know how you feel about this, but, like, I hate when all the stalls are taken, so you go into the handicap stall, and then you're coming out and people, like, judge you, and I'm like, there was nowhere else to piss, bitch. Like, just because it's handicapped doesn't mean I can't piss here.
If someone was judging me, my brain wasn't,
I've literally had people, like, stand outside the stall and been, like, glaring at me, like, some, like, old ladies and shit, and I'm like, bitch, you're not even handicapped, you're walking around just fine. Second of all, I had to pee. Like, who fucking gives a fuck? It takes 2 minutes to piss.
I just had this dilemma. It reminded me on this bus. I was on a bus and there was like a bunch of old people getting on, but all the seats were empty. So I was kind of I don't know if I was in the handicap spot, but I know the 2 spots next to me
were
like
near like the front.
Yeah, so I was in the front of the bus, whatever, and it seemed like I was in the clear, whatever. I didn't get up because every seat was open, right? I didn't get up for them because every other seat was open. As it started to keep filling up, a woman got on with her stroller. And it was a dad with the woman, and I got up immediately, and I was like, okay, it's time. Like, if people were filling up, like, she has a full stroller, I get it. I'll stand up. It's not a big deal. But I was wondering if the old people were judging me, because I was like, I didn't get up for them, but then I got up for the woman in her stroller.
I think there was probably 1 or 2 that were like, why doesn't she go up the steps now? I have to go up the steps, but I think the majority are probably like, okay, we understand.
They didn't
like,
even go up the steps. That's the thing. All like the bottom floor bus was empty, right? So like, yeah. So that's what I thought. But they had to walk a few extra steps.
That's fine. Whatever. You probably thought they probably thought like, okay, she's just getting off soon or something or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So I felt a little bad about that because again. But I think I made the right move in the end of the day because she had a full stroller, like she was pushing on and stuff. So it would have been so unfortunate if she had to like
pull it all the way up the steps and shit. That would have just been fucking annoying. Yeah, dude. The worst I've seen is like, dude, bus drivers are so shit. Like they will literally like start the bus before old people even sit down. Like I'm not joking. I've seen old people like fall on the bus because the bus driver brakes so hard. Or like, and I remember I was talking to this one guy. I was taking the bus to like go visit my friend. I was talking to this one guy and he was talking about how the bus driver slammed the brakes so hard that he fell out of his seat and broke his hand and the city refused to pay for it.
How does that make sense?
Because he's fucking like homeless or whatever. They were like, no, like you're a drug addict, you're homeless, like we're not gonna pay for this shit. They just assumed he like fell doing drugs and he was like, no, like I was on the bus and he braked hard enough that when I fell, the guy was like 70. His name was Red. He's like a local. He's dope. Whatever. I don't even know if he's still alive, but he's like a chill dude. He's just like one of these dudes that's been around forever. Like everyone knows him type shit.
Yeah, there was only a singular homeless like that in the first city I grew up in, which was Manhattan Beach, very wealthy neighborhood. There was only one homeless. Is because he went to high school with all of them.
So he just never left. He just hung around anyways.
He hung around in the area, and then the police knew him and everything because it's kind of like old money wealth where like everyone who grows up there stays there.
Yeah.
And so like if any like person even threatened to kick him out, they would everyone I almost said the villagers. The villagers.
The village is pillaging. mean, that's like, we had a couple homeless like that. We had one guy named Jesus Hobo, and he would wear a full yeah, his name was Jesus Hobo. I think he's dead now, unfortunately. But like growing up, you would see him everywhere. He wore a full denim suit, like Canadian tuxedo, all the time. That's all he ever wore. And he had like this crazy big like curly hair. He didn't look like Jesus at all. We would just call him Jesus Hobo because he was fucking everywhere. Everywhere. It didn't matter. Like there's like 3 towns in my area. It didn't matter which town you were in. He was walking somewhere. You couldn't get away from him.
Okay.
There's a couple. There's a couple homeless people that everyone knows them. The adopted parents of a baby boy found in his shoebox share the story of how he joined their family. I don't know what to say about this. That's horrible that someone put their baby in a shoebox.
I feel like that you shouldn't even rejoin your family at that point.
Oh, that's fine. A mom asks if she's overreacting about a Target dress.
I wasn't just wedding dresses causes. Whoa, that was hard sentences. Michigan mom Megan Mayer had people talking with a TikTok video about a smock-style pattern dress with side cutouts at the waist, and she found it in the girls' clothing section.
I'm assuming the video won't load for me. I'm assuming.
No, it's one of the things where it's like you have like giant cutouts at the sides of your dress, and she's overreacting because it's in the girls section, and you have like your whole like hip side like cutouts.
I mean, it's just put your like if your girl's wearing it. First of all, don't buy it for her, and if you do buy it for her and find out it's fucked, return it. If you don't return it, just put a T-shirt or something on underneath.
No, so her point is, why are you sexualizing these kids' clothes? I'm sure that's like the number one.
This cutout doesn't look like it's on the hip. It looks like it's on the waist.
Yeah, but still, why are you having cutouts anywhere there?
I don't think there should be cutouts anywhere there. I will say it was like super trendy, and kids, especially today with social media, want extremely badly to have the new fad thing, the whatever the fuck. I mean, they always wanted that, but like with social media and stuff, they see all these adults wearing these things, and so they want to wear those things as well. And so if there's a kid-friendly way to do it, wherein maybe they didn't have to leave a cutout, they could have put like mesh or something there. Or like not even mesh, they could have put like a different pattern or whatever the fuck. Do you know what I mean?
I think the dress doesn't even look like it's in current trends other than the cutout. So I don't I do agree with like
I wouldn't buy this for my child. I'm just saying if you do, just make it child appropriate and make them wear something underneath.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
But I think people are probably overreacting in the sense that they think it's sexualized a little too young. Like, same thing if it was a straight up crop top at like for a 7-year-old clothes, right?
But even if it's a crop top being sold for a 7-year-old, just put like a long like tank top underneath. Just make them wear that. Like, that's
sure, but
fine.
like you can also sell just t-shirts, and if you really want to give your kid the look of a crop top, cut it.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. Like even if you cut the T-shirt, you still need to put something underneath so like they're covered up. Or
yeah, you would, but at least give them the choice. I feel like.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I hate like kids' clothing or like mini adult clothing. I wouldn't buy my kid mini adult clothing. I would buy them.
It sometimes looks cute if it's like, for example, if it's like the Uggs, like the short Uggs.
Like the Uggs and stuff. That's
wearing
cute.
The same Uggs. I think it's adorable. But or like the mini Nikes, like the. What is it? Nike.
The problem even with stuff like that is that your kid grows out of it so fast that it's just like a waste of money. You spend $70 on a shoe they can wear for like 3 times.
If you're rich, though, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you're rich, it doesn't matter. But even then, that consumerism shit is like gross.
Okay, next one is kindergarten teacher begs parents, please don't bring cupcakes on birthdays.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Skip sending cupcakes to school for kids' birthdays and suggested cookies and mini donuts? Why don't you know what? Yeah, okay, I will say, but like the thing is like they're saying the cupcakes make a mess, but like mini donuts and cookies will also make a mess. Like sugary sweets, like in a child's hands, they're gonna crumble and make a fucking mess. That's just the fact of the matter.
I guess because all no, you're right, because all of it will make
a mess. All of it will make a mess.
Well, I was thinking maybe mess in regards to like the kids' hands, but no, all of it's syrupy. That's bizarre.
All of it's gonna make a sticky, shitty mess.
That's weird.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
I almost rather bring. See, if parents didn't bring it, I would bring it for my. If I was like a kindergarten school teacher, I definitely would bring like treats every class.
I wouldn't bring treats every class because I don't want my kids to be like hyper and
Not
fucking
every
annoying
class.
in
Sorry. Every class of birthdays. That's what I meant.
I would do it for birthdays, and then for the kids whose birthdays aren't in the school year, I think I would do like a special day for like all of them. Because I know some people are born in like for example, my birthday's at the end of June, so sometimes like my birthday wasn't during school times.
Mine was January, or mine is January.
Yeah, so I think for all the people who have summer birthdays, I think I would do something at the very end of the year to like celebrate like summer and their birthdays all at once.
You don't have to click on the last one that I've attached. The last.
Yeah, so many plane crashes have happened. I'm like scared to visit you, bro.
Well, that was my point of adding this. Even it was like, what the flip is going on with this?
I know what is happening, dog. And there was a plane crash in Canada too, right after that one that happened in, was it Korea or Japan, where it like literally ran off the runway? It was Korea, like 180 people. Did you see what they did for New Year's? My heart was shattered. Did you see what Korea did for New Year's? They held silence for everyone that died in the plane. The whole country held silence and they rung a bell instead of celebrating. Is that not that like my heart, bro? That is insane. Like America and Canada would never do something like that. We would never hold silence.
America has a moment of silence. Like after every time we do our national anthem or whatever, we do a moment of silence.
Okay. Fuck your national anthem.
Well, after it, we do a moment of silence every time.
Well, yeah. Anyways, right after the Korea one happened, there was a crash.
Anyways, because Canada's
fuck America. Right after the Korea one, Canada happened, but nobody died. But their landing gear like fucked up too, and they were like sitting across the runway. Like, could you imagine hearing about the Korea one, and then not even 2 days later, you're on a flight and the same thing happens? You're just sitting there thinking, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die.
I've been thinking that so much lately too on all the planes I've been catching. Like every time, like it's because the weather's been so fucked lately. So like every time the pilots were like, "Hey, we're gonna have turbulence on," like seatbelts required like most of this flight. So they like keep telling us that. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I'll also say, like, I don't even think it's the turbulence that's the matter of fact. I think it's that all of the planes in the industry are so fucking old and have already been running for like 20, 30 years that they're getting old and they're falling apart and we haven't made new planes. And so our shit's just falling apart.
It depends what airline. You have to be careful with airline.
Yeah, I don't know. There's only 2 options in Canada, so. There's nothing I can do about that.
What's this last one you added? I can't click on it for some reason.
What the fuck? Did I fuck up the link?
It like makes me log in if I try to open it up on Twitter. If you open it up on,
I'll just save the. I can save the photos and send them to you.
Oh, just open it on stream. I'll just look at the stream.
Oh sure. Okay. Open image, new tab. Okay, so basically, I don't know if you know Ayala or whatever on Twitter. She does a lot of like sex, like just anything in general. She does a lot of sex. I don't know. Anyways, this is like a poll that she did. Okay, so okay, I know this looks like naked people. They're not naked. Hold on.
Is it body type? What body type?
Yeah. Okay. So how attractive do you find body type? And then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So the red is males rating females. So they hate fat girls. Hate them. And then pretty much it's like chill. And then it's like and then they hate really skinny bitches too. And women pretty much they don't mind fat as much as men do.
It's generally the same.
But they don't like
really like exactly the same.
They don't like skinny as much as men do.
I mean, both. It's because we have natural bodies of fat that, like, even if we're fucking stick skin, we still have like fucking boobs and ass because we have bodies of fat.
Joke's on you. If I'm really skinny, I have no tits. So.
Joke's on me. You're right.
Joke is on you. You dick. Screw you! What the hell is this bullshit? How dare you? Okay, I'll go to the next. Anyways, it's just an interesting little tidbit. Okay, let me zoom in.
It's not that interesting because it's generally actually like almost exactly the same.
Okay,
What you're showing, like it actually evens out at one point. But okay.
Here's attractiveness
Sure.
of
Interesting
tattoos.
to-
It is interesting. Shut your. Okay, I'm never
So
gonna contribute again. Never contributing again. I get it. You just don't like what I do. Anyways, okay, so males hate tattoos. They apparently think they're disgusting on women.
Yeah, but don't you see that it's also like a general downward slope from
Yeah, but
penis as well?
what women like? No, because look here, women like they'll deal with minimal tattoos, and then they like moderate tattoos more. For moderate tattoos for men, it goes so far down. They're like, fuck that, moderate tattoos. Women like that shit. Men do not like that. And you know what I think this is here? This is because women like the bad boy and men like the innocent girl. So when you have moderate tattoos, you're not so innocent. But when you have moderate
both go
tattoos,
down no matter what. Like I don't know what you mean.
this.
Like,
What do you
both
mean?
still
This goes
go
up
down.
here. Look at this. Minimal to moderate for females rating men literally goes up. Minimal to moderate literally goes up. It literally goes up here.
Okay, because minimal they're like okay, pussy, and then moderate they're like okay, and then with men it's like minimal tattoos a little up.
Not
because
even
they're
this
like,
shit
okay,
goes
it's
down.
like, I think mole has minimal tattoos, right?
This goes down all the way for men. The whole way, men are like, ew, 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 ew. I hate women with tattoos.
And with women.
No, she's like, ew, maybe, ew.
Why did you? Okay, question. Why did already? Okay, shouldn't they stay at the same exact starting point?
No, because
so women automatically just think men are ugly with no tattoos. Like, how does this work?
I think women just automatically think men are ugly. Yes.
Yeah, so like, shouldn't there be a starting point for
no,
both?
men just automatically think women are hot. We get it. We can't help it. We're women. It's not our fault.
Okay. See, there's lots of confusion here.
Okay, next one. Okay, most attractive hair length. Females rating males. So females like a short haircut. Other than that, disgusting. Get away from me.
Wait. I gotta read this intensely.
To chin, to shoulder, to mid-back, to waist, to butt. So when I'm reading...
then the women are the most judgmental here, yes?
Women are pretty... Of course, women are judgmental and picky as fuck when it comes to a mate. Of course. It's sounding like I need... A mate. I think I need to cut my hair. Because my hair's to my butt right now.
But they like it still.
Yeah, but not as much as... And I want to, like, peak, you know? I gotta find my mate for life.
How I'm thinking is Mole is like at her ultimate life form right now, and she's a certain age, so I'm like kind of living up to Mole. She's like my role model.
I know. You know what? And I've given up on that. I could never be Mole. I just accepted it. I
can never be Mole, but like compared to my standard of myself, I can maybe live up to me. Maybe at
I know what you're saying. I could. Mole
I can never live up. Don't ever.
We could never be Mole, but we could be ourselves at a Mole level. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the way that Mole carries herself, we could carry ourselves and come up a bit, but we'll never.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, last one.
I like how we shout her out every episode.
Because we're just in love with her. We can't help it.
100%.
Okay, most attractive heights. Listen, and you know what? 5'8" is the same as 5'2". So, now what?
Wait.
Men like a 5'2" woman. Actually, 5'2". Yeah, 5'2" and 5'8". 5'8" might be higher than 5'2".
5'8" is like lower.
What do you mean? 5'8". Here's 5'8". Okay, and here's 5'2". They're literally the same height.
No, 5'2" is a little bigger.
Okay, a minuscule amount. The fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is, when you bitches come at me for being a shouty, okay, you're on the same level as me. Okay, we're in the same stratosphere. So don't ever talk about being tall and how men don't like it, because literally they love that shit. I've heard that so many times. What do you mean? You almost said that.
I said it must be nice to be short because like you have a grander scope of men because a lot of shorter men.
And here it is, and I don't even have a grander scope of men. All men like this shit.
No, but like no, it's not all men like that shit. it's you have to think of like statistically, like there are more taller men, but I'm saying the it grows more when you're shorter.
So your
So like I
problem
think if
your
you're
problem
already like
is
6'6", for example, if you're a 6'6" man, you're gonna automatically put 5'8" on a higher scale than you are 5'2", because you're gonna be like
but how
5'2"
many
doesn't work
6'6"
with
men
you.
are there?
If
There's
you're
not a lot of 6'6".
if you're 6'5", you're gonna automatically put a 5'8" woman over a 5'2". You're 6'4", so we could keep going, and then it starts evening out closer and closer to us. But then when you start going under 5'8", then they're gonna start preferring you over me.
Yeah,
Then you
but
get that?
the average male is 5'8".
Yes.
Like 5'7", 5'8".
And I'm 5'8", so he's 5'8" men and below are already gonna prefer you.
I don't think that's true. I think men.
That's not true for everyone. There are.
I think there's a lot of men who don't give a fuck and will date a woman of any height, but women are. I think women are more particular about height than
But
men are.
this is preferentials, isn't it? So like, if a 5'8" man is going to choose between me and you, and let's say we look exactly alike, I think he's going to choose you.
I mean, but look at this. Women are like, look how particular women are about height compared to men. Like, look how
women
much
are
farther.
insane about height. I've never been insane about height, so I'm not a very good example of this.
Yeah, me neither. I don't really give. I will say, like, after 6 foot, I wouldn't date a guy. Like, I've seen guys on like Tinder and like Hinge that are like 6'4", and I'm like, what are we gonna? How are we even gonna have a conversation? You're all the way up there. I don't like.
I probably wouldn't.
I think you could be fine with like a guy who's like 6'4" or something. Like, I feel like that would be.
Oh
tall for you.
no! I would 100% date a 6'5" guy. My dad's 6'5", so like I'm used to the scale of him.
Yeah,
I guess
that makes
right?
sense.
So like,
I can't believe your mom's. Isn't your mom 5'2"?
yes, she's your height, and my dad's 6'5".
And that's the thing is I could never do that because why the fuck are you up there, ho?
So
why are you
that's
up there?
a funny fact about my parents. When I was dating my ex, he was like what 5'6". We would hold hands or whatever when we were all together, and then I would ask my parents like, "Why don't you guys ever hold hands?" And they were like, "Have you ever seen a 5'2" woman hold hands with a 6'5"
she's like up
guy?
here like this.
It's like it doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like I want someone like I would prefer someone around my height so it feels like more comfortable to be with them than someone who's like all the fuck way up here and I feel like I have to fight to like be in their bubble. Because why are they like they're literally experiencing how's the weather up there? Truly, how is the weather up there? Because I'm down here and I don't feel it. That's all.
Yeah. I've talked to quite a few different heights, I guess. So, like, I don't know. I haven't dated that many different heights, so we'll see.
I think my perfect height. I've dated 5'6" and I dated 6 foot, and like honestly, like the thing about dating someone who's like 6 foot was honestly like kind of tall. Like I felt like I had to like I was always looking up at them. They were always looking down at me. Like I just think it would be nicer to date someone like more relative. Like 5'10" would be like tall for me, and like that would be like good. But like I don't know.
Okay, so
I just don't think I'm super picky.
2 hours. Do we want to take like a 10-minute segment to talk to chat? I don't know how many people are here, but
chat, is anyone here? Let's see if chat says anything. I will say the stream is like 3 minutes behind chat, so it's gonna take a while for them to see this.
Is it really?
Yeah, the stream is like it's like when you went to the washroom, nobody was saying anything to me because it wasn't loading.
Are you sure you don't have to refresh?
No, it's not about refreshing. Oh, okay. So
Cameraman said he's here.
I'll show you a refresh. God damn it! I don't know. Nobody responded to me before. I think it's because nobody likes me. Maybe I should just turn my camera off.
Shut up.
Nobody fucking. I was here before. Nobody said anything before.
Okay,
everyone's
listen,
like, Kirby's here.
I think a lot of the viewers right now are probably my viewers, but during your streams, they're definitely your viewers. Okay?
No, it's cool. I get it. I should just leave. It's no worries. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll leave. This guy is the driest texter ever, which is annoying.
Send me a picture.
He looks like he's just a brown man. He's just a brown.
Okay, what does that mean?
He's a brown man. What do you mean? That's exactly what it means.
Okay, should we end?
Yeah. Should we do anything?
We love
after?
you, gamer man.
Should we do anything after?
You want to stream or do you want to? How are you feeling?
30.
We can talk a little bit, and you can maybe live up to it.
Yeah,
So-
I'll probably stream for like an hour or two or something. But the fact of the matter is I have to do shit tomorrow, so I can't really get wasted or anything.
That's fine. I've never told you you have to. Never held the gun.
Okay, but the problem is if I hang out with you late at night, I'm getting wasted. You know that I'm right. You know that I'm right. Okay. We're gonna leave stream, and then we may potentially come back. Goodbye!